The Global Plan of Action adopted by the United Nations member states in September 2015 is designed to promote sustainable development agenda as well as achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. The SDGs provide a framework for pursuing government strategic development objectives with a focus on improving social development and economic well-being of the people while protecting the environment. It also has a central focus the reduction of inequalities and protection of the vulnerable population. It was against this backdrop of alleviating the needs of the vulnerable people that the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs recently handed over 24 state-of-the-art wheelchairs to the Wheelchair Basketball Federation. We have a report. In recent years, disability issues have found their way to the front burner of national discourse in Nigeria and have heightened the need to address it headlong. The most common type of disabilities in Nigeria include visual, physical, hearing, and intellectual impairment. According to the World Disability Report of 2011 by the World Health Organization, about 15% of the population of Nigeria, or at least 25 million people, have a disability, while many of them face a number of human rights abuses, including stigma, discrimination, violence, and lack of access to healthcare, housing, and education. Though Section 42 of the 1999 Constitution provides for the right to freedom from discrimination based on ethnic groups, place of origin, sex, religion, or political opinion, it, however, does not make any reference to persons with disabilities and their rights. The Buhari administration has, however, been taking strategic steps to address this challenge. On January 23, Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari signed into law the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act of 2018, following years of relentless advocacy by disability rights groups and activists. The Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act of 2018 is therefore the primary law which addresses this issue. The law prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability and imposes sanctions, including fines and prison sentences, on those who contravene it. The Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act of 2018 also stipulates a 5-year transitional period for modifying public buildings, structures, and automobiles to make them accessible and usable for people with disabilities. The response by the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration is in line with the framework of the Sustainable Development Goals, which reckons that though social protection has been significantly extended globally, yet persons with disabilities are more likely to be susceptible to deprivation and are also up to 5 times more likely than average to incur catastrophic health expenditures. The global goal stipulates and enjoins leaders in Goal 10, Target 2 by 2030 to empower and promote the social, economic, and political inclusion of all, irrespective of age, sex, disability, race, ethnicity, origin, religion, or economic or other status. As the global community glides towards the target date, the Nigerian government is intensifying efforts towards its attainment. In one of such efforts recently, the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs handed over 24 state-of-the-art wheelchairs to the Wheelchair Basketball team in support of their sporting activities. The presentation, according to the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, Princess Adejoke Orilukwe Adefulure, who was represented by her media assistant at the handing over, said is premised on the spirit of the SDGs, which seeks to bridge all inequality gaps while lifting the vulnerable out of poverty.
The office is committed to giving you all the support that you need. This is a starting point, and by the grace of God, the office will do more. So Goal 10 of the SDGs did talk about for us to bridge the gap between gender, status, class, and all forms of inequality. And that is one of the things that we are doing today, to ensure that inequality in our system is reduced. We also believe that as you continue to do what you are doing with the sporting activities that you are embarking on, you will be able to fend for yourself. And by so doing, you would have moved yourself out of poverty.
Leadership and recipients of the Nigerian Wheelchair Basketball Federation expressed gratitude to President Muhammadu Buhari and Princess Orilukwe Adefulure for the kind gesture.
On behalf of the Wheelchair Basketball Federation, We want to say thank you to His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, through the office of the Special Senior Advisor to the President on SDG, Princess Adejoke Adefulure. We want to say thank you for what you have done for the athletes with ability, because we don't call them athletes with disability. We want to thank you for the wheelchairs you have provided.
I want to use this opportunity to specifically thank the federal government through the office of the Special Assistant to the President on SDGs, Our Excellency's Princess Adejoke Adefolure, for this laudable program. We appreciate you.
I want to thank you very much, Princess Orolope Adefolure, for this that you have done. In fact, it is this expected.
One of the wheelchair basketball athletes, Stacey Dave, who shared the story of her surgeon to the team with Agenda 2030, re-echoed the impact the wheelchair will make in their sporting activities and request for survival.
I had my accident in my final year, so I was unable to complete my studies because I was in the hospital for long. Then, after some months, I discovered I was pregnant, so I'm a single mother. During the period, it was really depressing. Then I have a friend. She invited me to stadium one day to come play around and be happy, just to cheer me up. So when I came, I saw some group of people playing wheelchair basketball. I was surprised because I've never seen it and I've never ever heard about it. So I went to meet the coach. He was like, if I'm interested, I can be coming around. I said, okay. I came the first day. It was difficult for me to even bounce the ball. Then as I keep coming, and I was like, there are a lot of people doing it and they are so happy. They are like just one big family. So because of that, I was able to pick, and the way they welcomed me also, it was overwhelming. So the process of joining wheelchair basketball was really a life-changing experience, and also it brings this joy in me whenever I play. And I just hope we have enough tournaments that will also make a lot of us to participate in wheelchair basketball, so we could also earn a living for ourselves.
I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to our own Princess Adejoke Adefolure Orelope for giving us hope, because to me, giving us this wheelchair is like she just gave us hope.
I want to say thank you very much to Princess Adejoke Adefolure for her support, for donating the chairs to us. I want to say thank you very much.
With efforts being intensified to attain the SDGs, the Nigerian government, through the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, may have once again demonstrated her unflinching commitment to the attainment of the goals while leaving no one behind.